Hi folks, in this video we're going to see 10 simple tips to shoot video interviews on your mobile phone and make them look very professional. Before going into the 10 tips, let's see why do you need to shoot video interviews. Let's say you're meeting somebody and they have a great amount of knowledge in the field of interest for you. You can immediately take your mobile phone and shoot an interview with them and share it with your viewers in your field. Not only that, as a photographer or a small business owner, you can shoot an interview with your client and get a video testimonial from them immediately. But to share it online, let's make it professional. So let's see 10 simple tips that will take your video interview to a very professional level. Tip number 1. Photography and videography is all about lighting, and natural light is the best source of light. So find a window where you can shoot and place the subject in front of the window facing the window. So when you're seeing from outside, the window is behind you and the subject is in front of you facing you. If you're in a place where there is no window, find a light source and put it behind you. Tip number 2. Now that you have figured out the lighting, let's move on to the sound. Obviously, you can record the sound directly in your phone, but if you want to take your sound to the professional level, use microphones. There are so many microphones that are very cheap and available in the market. I've listed some of them down below. Tip number 3 is composition. If you're shooting horizontal, put the subject in 1/3 of the frame, either on the left side or the right side. You can use the negative space to put some text or put the brand of your video or the company. Tip number 4, ask your subject to look at the camera directly or just a little above the camera. Your videos will look really professional if they are looking at the camera. And also ask them to take a 2-second pause right after you start the interview, and also take a 2-second pause after you end the interview. Tip number 5, do not hesitate to retake. If your subject gives some wrong information by mistake or mispronounces something during the interview, stop them there and do a retake. It's always better to do a retake in that location rather than coming back to the computer and wasting a lot of time in your editing. Also, if you know for sure that you're never going to use that particular take, delete it then and there. You'll save a lot of time when you sit in front of the computer to edit it. The next simple tip is give enough pause between the question and answer. You definitely do not want both the interviewer and the interviewee talking at the same time. It'll just give lots of confusion for the viewers. The next most simple but very effective tip is to put your cell phones on airplane mode. Many a times when you're shooting the video, if you get a call, the video gets stopped and it hinders the process. So put your phone on airplane mode. Tip number 8, shoot the best quality video that your phone can handle. Most of the phones now can shoot in 4K, and make sure you have enough space in your phone. Tip number 9, before you start recording the video, make sure the focus is on the subject. Also, use your zoom in and out to make your subject bigger or smaller. And also you can go beyond and use the exposure slider to increase or decrease the exposure on your subject. And last but not the least, carry a mini tripod if you can. It will immediately take your video quality from an amateur level to a very professional level. And these are my 10 tips to take your video interviews to a very professional level. I hope this made sense, and I hope you can put this into use and make some amazing video testimonials. Thank you so much.